Film study is an option for the IEB's fourth genre in the English Home Language curriculum. This is the fifth video in a series of lessons designed for grade 12 students who have selected the film study option. This video gives basic information about the lighting techniques used by cinematographers. Filmmakers use natural and artificial lighting to achieve a wide range of visual effects, as well as to influence the audience's responses to a scene. The angle and direction of light gives the audience clues about where and what time of day the scene is taking place, and where they are supposed to look. How well the movie is lit influences how the audience perceives the production values and therefore the quality of the movie. Light can be classified in several ways, including how sharp are the shadows, what is the angle of the light, how bright is the light, what color is the light, how many lights are being used. Three-point lighting is the standard lighting scheme for classical narrative cinema, most films. In order to present an actor's face or any object with a sense of depth, light from three directions is used. On this slide, you can see the actor in the middle facing the camera. There are three sources of light around the actor: a backlight, a key light, and a fill light. A backlight picks out the subject from its background. This is used to produce a silhouette with the main source of light behind the subject. A bright key light highlights the object. This provides the main light on the movie set. It can be filled to provide even and shadow-free illumination. And a fill light from the opposite side ensures that the key light casts only faint shadows. It softens the directness of the key light. Remember the positions of the lights in relation to the camera and the object being filmed. On the next slides, we'll look at some examples. If you use all of these three lights, a backlight, a key light, and a fill light, you'll create a picture without shadows, as close to normal lighting or daylight as possible. But cinematographers often choose to use these lighting techniques separately. With backlighting, the face of your character won't be clear. A backlight illuminates the back of a scene and the head and back of a subject. It often creates a halo effect around the head and shoulders of the subject. Can you think of occasions when this would be necessary in a film? What genre do you think this is? Yes, horror. And this one? Backlighting makes it difficult for the audience to make out details in the foreground, adding to the sense of mystery and suspense. Here's an example of backlighting from The Hurt Locker. Pause the video and think of reasons why backlighting has been chosen for this shot. What's the effect? How does the silhouette of the soldier work as an image, a symbol? Key lighting is the main and strongest light source in a scene or on an actor. Here's an example from the film 0 Dark 30. The light source is from one side. deliberately creating the silhouette on the framed American flag. Fill lighting adds dimension and softens harsh shadows created by the key light. The picture on the left shows key lighting. The light shines on the actress from the left, leaving the right side of the still in shadow. With fill lighting, in other words, adding another light, these shadows are removed. When the pictures are side by side, it's easy to see the difference between key lighting on the left and fill lighting on the right. High key lighting is a lighting scheme in which the fill light is raised to almost the same level as the key light. This produces images that are usually very bright and that feature few shadows on the principal subjects. This bright image is characteristic of genres such as musicals and comedies. I hope you recognize the stills on the screen, all taken from The Wizard of Oz, the Oscar award-winning 1939 musical film, which makes use of high key lighting. Here are some more examples of high key lighting, all from the 2006 movie Marie Antoinette. This lighting is often used in television sitcoms, commercials, and music videos. Low key lighting is a lighting scheme that employs very little fill light, creating strong contrasts between the brightest and darkest parts of an image, and often creating strong shadows that obscure parts of the principal subjects. This lighting scheme is often associated with what we call hard-boiled or suspense genres such as film noir. This is where lots of shadows are used to create mystery and suspense. Here are some stills from the film Citizen Kane, showing the use of low-key lighting. And a still from The Hurt Locker, using low-key lighting as well. What's the effect of the muted colors and lighting in this scene? How do they convey the emotions of the soldier who is leaning on the wash basin? Something else we need to remember is the difference between hard lighting and soft lighting. Hard lighting is a lighting aesthetic with harsh shadows that draws attention to a specific actor or part of a scene. There is a sharp contrast between illuminated and shadowed areas. This suggests mystery, ominous situations, even fear. Soft lighting is a lighting aesthetic with little to no harsh shadows that's bright yet balanced. Soft lighting creates an evenly lit world where things are known or soon to be known. It usually does not create suspense or fear and does not create strong moral distinctions between characters. To summarize, there are 4 main types of lighting used in filmmaking. When all lights are used, there's very little shadow. Key lighting is when the main source of light is from one side. Fill light will reduce the amount of shadowing created by the key light, and backlighting has the main source of light positioned behind the character, creating shadow in the front. After watching this video, you should watch your 4th genre films and look for the different lighting techniques, asking yourself why they have been used and what the effect is on the audience. I used the Australian textbook featuring film for some of the information used in this video. I'd also like to give a shout out to Welsh colleague Sean Llewellyn, who has been so generous with his knowledge on film studies. This video series deals with the technical and more generic aspects of film study, so you'll be able to apply them to any of the films which you have selected for the fourth genre. Should you have any queries, please feel free to contact me using the email address that you see on the screen.